Hello, 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 and welcome back to, actually my first attempt at post-processing. Well, one of my first attempts anyway. This is Doom, and as you know, I was, making a serious attempt, well, somewhat serious attempt, to make a run at putting medals on all of the levels. And right now, that attempt is not that far along. I just did the first level. I'm posting those vids up, or will have probably posted them by the time you see this. So here we go. On to level 2, the we finished the UAC, and just short of a silver medal. I'm gonna content myself with getting the bronze in all levels. So let's see what we can do here for resource operations. Now, to be honest, I recorded this whole thing, and I had my mic off, which was embarrassing. But it was a good run. You'll see that I had made one previous attempt, and I was ranked 88,000 here, which is only slightly worse than my rank in level 1, which suggests to me that either the second mission is harder, or, more accurately, more people have attempted the first mission than the second. But yeah, so because this is going to be about a half-hour long video, and because I actually had like really good footage to share, and it was my honest first attempt, well, first serious attempt, I thought, hey, you know, it'd be nice to preserve this, so why don't I try post-recording the dialogue? Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure what just happened. It just stopped playing. Alrighty, there we go. So that was not a big deal after all. Okay, so I must say, as a rule of thumb, I prefer not doing things this way. I feel like when I'm in the moment, I know what I'm pausing for and what I'm looking at the screen for, but after the fact, it's kind of like, what the heck? And I feel like I'm worried this is going to become too meta. Ooh, right here I reduced the field of view, but it didn't actually make a difference. I should have left it maximum. I thought maybe it would make the crosshair a little more visible in the one screen instead of 3 screen settings I usually play on. Anyway, but yeah, if this turns out to actually provide better commentary, then so be it. Alright, so here we go. First run. We're walking. So the hardest part of getting this kind of run right is usually figuring out where to go next for me. I'm very bad at navigating in 3D games. I frequently get turned around or lost easily. God, I love this game. So, for those not familiar with the multiplier system, I've mostly figured it out by doing just about anything you do helps your multiplier. Killing things, picking up items, etc. Taking damage reduces it. Picking up items and blowing up barrels and stuff can increase the ring around your total multiplier, but it cannot advance you to the next tier. And time constantly reduces it. Also, taking damage instantly drops you to half around the circle. So, if you're full, it can drop you to half. If you're half, it can drop you to the one tier down from there. Which, needless to say, is not helpful for getting good scores. In any event, so, yeah, we don't want to break our chain. Here we go. Entering the second floor, and right off the bat, boom, headshot, boom! So, notably, glory kills give you medals, so obviously shooting an enemy and then following that up with a glory kill makes sense. Picking up the health drop that you get from a glory kill also expands your multiplier, though it does not upgrade you. Headshotting an enemy and failing to get a glory kill can still get you a medal, a headshot, but if you just shoot it and kill it, you don't get a medal. If you triple gun it with a shotgun blast, you get the medal, and all medals are equal value. So that's why I'm running the rune, or whatever they're called. I think they're runes. That, oh, bastard got me in the back. Trying to keep my multiplier above 4 is pretty much my constant state. So, again, to go back to what I was saying before, multiplier, if it's full, or partially full, oh, jump and a fall and an embarrassing death, and that is the first attempt. No, that's pretty pathetic, so we're gonna have to try not to fall there again. Anyway, yeah, if you die, try not to die. Yeah, if you die, you're dead. That's probably why this is gonna get harder as I go forward. If you get hit, your multiplier circle drops by almost half, so that's pretty much how you get demoted quickly, is to get hit multiple times. That being said, if you're near full, for like, you know, say you're all the way up to full 4, and you get hit, you're probably just gonna drop to half 4. So it's possible to maintain with the same it's a little easier to maintain the multiplier at a given level, since pickups will boost it to the max but not upgrade it, and damage will only get you down to halfway through, so that you can quickly rebound and glory kill 1 or 2 monsters like this. You can get right back up. But really, the thing to do is to never get hit. That's really the underlying goal. Note that during this cutscene, if you look at the timer in the top left and the combo multiplier grain, they both are paused. I didn't notice that at first, but that's a really nice little touch to make this whole thing more fair, as opposed to just yeah, BS, oh, I got stuck in a cutscene and that's why I lost my multiplier. Now that being said, getting stuck because you don't know the way, and you know, the mandatory, well, you had to wait here, there's nothing else you could do, it's still gonna happen. So, often what I find myself doing is, once, you know, for the level 1, I guess you guys saw me do this more, when I had the whole thing kind of mapped out. Oh, damn, look at that. Chasing them up, grabbing the armor to push to max 4, not jumping off the cliff to my death, chasing this imp down north, and boom! There's one behind me in there. There's a bunch behind me, and that, as you can see, sabotaged our multiplier greatly, got me down to 4 again, or base 4 again. That's just the point though, if your multiplier is stably high, even if you're not advancing it, but it's like 8 or 16, oh, that's the way forward. That alone means that you're going to consistently be scoring better for, like, that multi-kill, right? Imagine if my multiplier was 8 instead of 4. Double all those points. You didn't finish him, did you? Boom! Head stomp! Tear off his arm, whack his head. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Careful, careful. Should have gone for the barrel there. Oh, I am going for the barrel. Excellent. Looks like I didn't catch the barrel, but I did manage to glory kill everything there 1 by 1, which is better for the medals. I think explosive kill or barrel kill is its own medal, so yeah, so you still get medals for even the AoE there. Oh, grab the relic. Good. So this is actually proving to be a very good run. I mean, obviously I have knowledge of the future. I know exactly how this run ends. Except I kind of don't remember. Ooh, whoa, 16 multiplier. Okay, and shot in the face and dropped to 8, and then 4, and then... For a very brief moment there, I was riding high 16. And see, that's just the point. If you can manage to not take damage, to mostly not get hit, in other words, play as if you were on Nightmare or higher, you can manage to keep a multiplier in the very elevated ranges. Your scores are just gonna skyrocket as a result. And I guess that's ultimately the goal for true medal runs, as opposed to what I'm doing here, which is more clear the game on arcade, get some kind of award. To get skilled enough that you generally do not get hit, so that you can generally focus on just keeping the multiplier high and then blowing through the level as fast as possible, while still killing everything that moves and a few things that do. There, see, I got hit and I dropped down to mid-8s. I'm up to 16! And then grab these power-ups to quickly push that to a solid 16. Very solid 16. And then that horrifying moment where you're like, okay, now I don't know where to go next. Orange security door is locked. Okay, so I need to go find the security key. Security footage. The forensics show that, oh right, this guy followed the bloodstain. Bloodstain's here. Cross the tracks, and oh crap! Stuck on train, and dead. It's a pity. That was a really good run so far. Still, okay. If I could do the same thing and just don't die to the train, theoretically I'll do much better. How was I doing? 358,000 points, so I was kind of sort of getting towards a medal. Another factor is I don't actually know how long these levels are. I've beaten the game on easy, medium, hard, as I said before. Not ultra hard, mind you. And... yeah. In so doing, I obviously know these levels, sort of. But they have made a lot of small, subtle changes. That was a much better clear than before. They have made a lot of subtle changes that make the whole thing feel smoother. Cut out some of the cutscenes is the most obvious. Notice that I opened that door and I was already at a double mod. a better job not getting hit, and the result is that by now, I get up to a 4 mod. And still manage to take down solid 4 instead of a solid 2. Which means by the time I get downstairs, I should be at a solid 2 instead of a almost gone 2. I wish I could skip these cutscenes, but honestly, the fact that I cannot skip them isn't that big a deal, because they're not putting me through long cutscenes right now. So I don't actually play shooters for the most part. Doom has become special for multiple reasons for me. First, I gotta be honest, I love the gore. Not everybody's going to, and frankly, if you don't like the gore, you really just shouldn't play Doom. That's not a judgment, mind you, just that's the kind of game this is. I like that what I just did there. Instead of moving forward again, I flipped backward and came back the way I had just cleared, a la dungeon crawl. Make sure that, you know, you're safe from behind and... Oh, come on, yes, okay. Make sure that you're safe from behind it, dude. No, you cannot make that jump. You cannot make that... Okay, anyway, that was embarrassing to watch. That actually looked worse when I watched it than when I did it. I guess because when I did it, I knew what I was trying to do. And when I watched it, I'm like, you know, once you had started that jump, you should have at least tried to finish it, even if it was too far. Because going back would never work. Right, but, you know, if you've cleared an area and you quickly retreat into the area you've cleared, you're more likely to not get struck in the back than if you think you've cleared the area, so you keep going forward, but never take the time to consolidate your gains. That was smart there. See what I did? I blew the barrel, and then I went for the enemy. But the result was that the barrel killed the enemy, so I didn't get to head to gory kill the enemy as well. So. Yeah, this concept of grab the power-ups first, then do your gory kills. That way, well, man, this is actually a much worse multiplier than 4. Last time I was at 4, this time I'm only at 2. But yeah, if you grab the power-ups, you push the multiplier to the top of the circle, or closer to the top of the circle, and then you do the kills for the enemies, because the enemy kills are the only thing that can potentially bump you to a next tier up score. God, I love this game. But yeah, Doom breaks the usual mold for me for multiple reasons. The gore I mentioned, of course. And yeah, if you're not into gore, this is not the kind of game for you. There's plenty of great shooters that do not need this level of gore. Then there's the melee / rangeness of it all. For me, the essence of a shooter is trying to dodge bullets, or dodge the other person who's trying to shoot bullets at you, while strafing and shooting back yourself. In other words, gunplay on gunplay. In Doom, most enemies, even if they have projectiles, actually I guess a lot of enemies do have projectiles, but it doesn't really come off feeling like you're trying to dodge their bullets, or dodge them from lining up a shot with you. You can totally let them line up a shot, and it's fine, because their bullets are even going to move slow. Whoa, that's good. 8 multiplier going to the next room. Let's see how this goes. Okay, focus the relic, good. Clears the entire area, and where did the relic drop? Oh, 16 multiplier! Knockoff face! See, this is the thing. Even as I'm losing my multiplier from taking a shot here or there, I'm never getting degraded to the next level, so I'm able to quickly bounce back. It's 32 multiplier! Ah! Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. 32 multiplier is I was about to say 32 times normal, but realistically I run most of the time at an 8 multiplier, or 4 multiplier, or an 8 multiplier. Notice that that one solid shot brought me all the way down to the bottom of the 32 range, but since it's still in the range, I'm still getting the full credit. As opposed to, like, you know, chain break, therefore you instantly lose your chain. There's imps around me somewhere. I thought they were falling behind me. Yep, they are. There they are. Oh, wow. So, just that short stint at a high boost has already pushed this to being a rival of my prior run. If I could manage to not die, that would be great. See up there, that floaty green thing? That's a Doom guy, puppet. Or mannequin, or whatever. If you collect one of those there's 2 of those per level for, arcade runs. Oh, multi-kill, complete with the 16 combo, and then I got hit, and that got degraded to an 8, and this is bad. I mean, it's still good, it's just, I shouldn't have taken that damage. Okay, don't get hit by the train. This is the train place, right? It's nearby anyway. Joyous, joyous, demonic slaughter. So this is the bloodstains where the monster went. That's the train tracks. That's the way across the train tracks. Grabbing some stuff, grabbing some... Nope, missed the elevator. Okay, so in all realisticness, my multiplier will probably degrade a bit here. It's going to be hard to keep it up. A few pickups like that might help, but I have a ways to go to get to the next batch of enemies, and I don't even know where I'm going here. So I'll go through the maintenance shaft, and here's where I get turned around. I feel like, yep, this is the way I need to keep going, and the other one was the way I came, but since I turn around, I jump back down into the room I had already been in, instead of into the new room. What was that? I thought that's what I did. Maybe not? Maybe not. Maybe I did right. Okay, cool. Again, taking every opportunity to blow up little things and take pot shots at enemies, just to keep the chain alive as much as possible. Oh no, I did in fact drop back into the same room I had already been in. Okay, yeah. Not getting hit by a train. Missed the elevator again. That's no big deal, it'll come back. Third thing that's really great about Doom is mobility. A lot of shooters that I'm used to thinking of, even if they give you the jump and the run, the emphasis is less on jumping on top of things and on platforms and getting up and down off of things. It's much more on moving around each other quickly and possibly strafing to avoid fire and all that good stuff. With Doom, it's really all about, oh, they're there. Conga line of new minions, easy pickings. Got a death from above too. Double glory. All the glory is mine. And we're back up to an 8 multiplier. That didn't feel too bad, actually. Handful of goodies to make it a solid 8. Push that door open. Why are you going backwards? Oh, I wanted to raid the lab. But I cannot raid the lab, not yet. Need the key, and that's why I'm chasing down this monster. The mobility factor in Doom is more a case of enemies will hunt you down, and there's very few places that have, you can back into a corner and hide at all. So you're kind of encouraged to keep this free roving movement pattern. And because of the desire, if not need, to conduct glory kills to get extra HP, extra ammo, I managed to do that whole segment without getting hit. Damn, that's impressive. Alright, here we go. Open the nest. Let the demons of hell spawn. So here it goes. If I can do this without getting hit, or without getting hit too much, my score is going to skyrocket. We started this at about 530,000 points, and right off the bat we just got an extra 16,000. That's as much as a full relic for killing one bad guy. Okay, maxed out multiplier, Plasma gun is off the chain, just continuing to fire. Oh, come on, can I get up in time to knock him out? Yes, I can. Not 32 anymore, I felt 16, but it's a good 16. Promoted to a 32. Almost 100,000 points gained already. Probably 100,000 by now. More! Jesus. I could play this entire mission 3 more times before I could pull a single run off like this. I'm somehow managing to weave everything and not get hit. But that's just the point. Look at this. Constant pattern of movement, never staying in one place too long. Hell devours the indolent. This brutal melee attack gives you encourages you to take shots, then weave out of combat, take shots, dive back in, punch him in the face. As opposed to keep your distance at all times. Pure headshot fest backspam distance gaming, which again I have no problem with. That's totally fine. Oh, did I get turned around twice? Sucks. So with that long a stretch at 32 multiplier, I'm probably aiming at a gold finish right now, which means a silver or metal or bronze finish would happen even if I do pretty poorly for the rest. Probably. Alright, this is where the dead body went. So this is where I must follow it. Elevator call button activate. Okay, there he is, dead body. He actually looks like a monster. Ah! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Whew. So there's the orange door I can't cross right now because I only have yellow security. But yellow security should get me into that control room, which would release the orange security, which would let me go forward. They're not actually physically allowing me to walk into that space. I have to call the elevator first, even though the elevator is already there. Now I do wonder, does time taken to clear level actually factor in any way to your score or your ranking? I mean, they're clearly tracking my time, so I would assume it makes some difference, but then I don't remember seeing it in the score explanation screen at all, so maybe not? I don't know, we'll see. Trying to figure out my way back to the control room, God bless me. Actually get a pretty decent bit of your little luck or intentional scripting to make it easier.
Access granted.
Alright, there we go. Key locks down, and we are cooking with gas. I must say, I am very impressed with the graphical power of this new computer of mine. Previously, Doom wouldn't run on 50 frames per second. I had to use Fraps to record, and it wasn't exactly smooth. Now I've got this perfect frame rate, as you can see in the top right corner. I'm not even using a perfect frame rate monitor. I'm kind of tempted to buy a 144Hz monitor just to fully appreciate it. But yeah, top quality, ultra graphics, high frame rate, and recording, and it doesn't even stutter. All three of my monitors were on, though admittedly I'm not running this single monitor because last time I did that the recording got messed up. That, and I don't know how many of my viewers actually would be able to view a triple screen recording. Actually worth asking. I mean, if that's something y'all are interested in seeing, even if it's on a limited basis, please let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to try and see if I can't record some nice full screen, full triple widescreen games for our amusement. Once again, we've got this beautiful multiplier going here. 16x. Honestly, this is good enough. Forget 32. If you can maintain 16x a little bit longer, we're like right on the cusp actually of breaking the silver medal. Or bronze medal. There we go. Okay, bronze rating earned. And that's kind of mission accomplished already, and I'm not even there. Oh, Berserker Fist! Everything you touch gets gory killed instantly. It feels so good. Please do not fall off the world. Please do not fall off the world. And they're out. You know, honestly, I did not get nearly as much value from that as I wanted to. I do love the Berserker Fists. It just lets you constantly gory kill things. And, you know, I say not as much as I want, but I'm at 1.1 million points practically, thanks to a 32 multiplier. If I can manage— ah, don't get shocked, don't get shocked, keep running. Yep, there you go, blow that barrel. There isn't a barrel there. There's an enemy nearby. I mean, I can see the shots coming at me, so they must be nearby. Got him. Got him. Got him. Okay, excellent. 1.1 and change million. I need about 75,000 more points to hit the silver medal. Ooh, but that was 16,000. 4 or 5 more enemies ought to do it. And I don't know which way to go next, but maybe it's to call the elevator and go up. Wait, whoa. There was a Doom guy right over there. If I can catch that, that's 75,000 points. That's a silver medal. Even if I lose the even if I lose my multiplier entirely, I would already have earned the silver medal, and my goal is just to get any rating, so bronze is good enough. This is a guarantee. instead of pushing forward, which might end the level. I mean, I don't know how long the campaign is preserved here. Ah, that would have been a great jump if I had caught the ledge instead of jumped over it. But yeah, here I'm gonna spend a little bit of time monkeying around trying to catch that ledge. Because if I take this, it's the sure and fire way to... Sorry. If I take this, it's the surefire way to get that silver rating, which I'm hankering for. And if I don't succeed, I don't succeed. Not very little is lost. Actually, that's the other side of it, is the Doom Guy will give... Doom Guy dolls give you extra lives, right? So doing this will go ahead and give me the +1 lives that I would like. And that... It can't... That would make it even harder to lose the round, which is great. Okay, one step at a time. Slow and steady. Short jump here. The goal is to just catch the ledge. Good. Then one simple jump on to do it, and boom! Doom Guy acquired 75,000 points, silver rating secured. As predicted, I took so long doing that my multiplier went completely to hell. And if I had known how much of the level was left, I would not have actually done that, because a 32 multiplier is not to be taken lightly. Even 10 enemies under those conditions is not unlike killing 20 or 40 enemies, depending on what you usually average. An 8 chain or a 16 chain. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most people do not average a 16 chain. It's either you're all the way up at 32 because you're that good, or you're not that good, so you're dropped down to much less, like 8 or 16, where even extra hits will tend to keep you in the ring for a while. Alright, so here is another part where I'm just lost to trying to find my way. I will eventually see this pathway up here onto that window ledge and be like, oh hey, wait a second. They put armor down. And that's just one of the many things I really like about the design of Doom. Okay, so lots of these games that expect you to explore, they either don't reward exploration very much, so it's like, I could explore, but why bother? Or they want you to explore, ... and only discover the thing they want you to. So you're ending up blindly poking around till something clicks. With Doom, it's like they want you to explore and find the thing they wanted you to find. Okay, what am I doing on the roof? Oh, right, there's a hatch. There's a hatch to get down from. And then from here, we're gonna find the, we need the handprint of, the officer to activate the panel. Or we just take the officer and use his friggin' handprint. But yeah, what Doom does really well is it gives you signals, like all those flashy green lights, which are kind of a giant jump here signal for what would otherwise have been a, can I jump that high, can I not jump that high, could I catch that ledge, is it something that I'm meant to be able to reach? Then it does this thing where it like drops random little power-ups, which, you know, do replenish you, but you don't strictly speaking need. I mean, maybe health pickups, but no, not even health pickups. If you use your chainsaw, you get a whole bunch of loot out of any given enemy. If you use your Grand Finisher, you get a bunch of extra HP, especially if you're low on HP. So you don't actually really need that many finisher weapons. But having the variety is just very, very satisfying. And sorry, what I'm trying to say is, so you don't really need all the little pickups they put. But they put them down there to help you mark the way so that you know, oh, I see a little bit of armor, I see a little bit of armor, and it guides you to where you want to go. I forget who did the article, but someone did the article on Donkey Kong Country 2 and how secrets are done well in that game. I think it may have been Serlin of Serlin Games. And he kind of specifically referenced that idea of the developer shows you that bananas are good. See, I see the green glow by the door, so I know I'm safe to jump there. Whether or not... Oh my god, blow his face! Ah! Another one! Another one! Kill it! Kill it! Now these shield minions are a pain. You have to get behind them, otherwise the shield will reflect the shots back at you, and if you use a bazooka or a shotty, you can actually suicide off them on higher difficulties. The normal approach I use is to use the plasma gun and its secondary feature to glue an enemy in place, and in so doing, get around the shield, and oh my god, I'm actually doing really good here. Really good. I managed to recover the Mystic Multiplier. All without taking a ton of damage. And oh my god, there's more enemies in this room, and boom! Boom! Multi-kill. 1.319. Oh my god, I'm so close. So close to a gold medal. So close to a gold medal. Okay, this guy ruined my run. If I had been smart, I would have whipped out the chainsaw right here, chainsawed him. But instead, I whipped out the chainsaw a little late, and by then I've already walked past him. I end up missing him and hitting every other minion with the chainsaw, and he reduces my multiplier significantly with the reflect. I was just grateful not to be dead by the time it was over because, as I was saying, the reflect damage from that shield is deadly. But look at my score! 1.323 million, and all because of that multiplier loss to shield guy. If I had been able to, and 1.36 million with the medal bonuses. Off by 0.01 million. From here, it's just a formality of finding my way out. But honestly, for the first half hour of attempting this level, pretty good results. Pretty very good results. Plenty more to attempt, plenty more to try and pull off. But my stated mission is to clear each level with at least a bronze finish. And considering how hard some of the future levels are going to be, spending a ton of time trying to get a gold on an early level doesn't seem worth it to me just now. So I'm just gonna settle for finishing off. So again, thank you all for watching. Like I said, it's a formality. There's a few things I need to know. If there's interest in seeing a triple screen recording, as in a 570 by 57 whatever by 1080 resolution full screen game, let me know. I have a choice number of games that I'd be happy to do. I have my VR headset, and I do not yet have a good setup for recording, because I do want you to be able to see me using the headset in addition to just what the headset sees. So that's kind of a TBD / in the future situation, but I will potentially be able to put those vids up too. So if there's interest in that, please let me know. And oh, look at this. My finish was rank 20,000s. And finally, if there's interest in seeing me do a run of the Doom campaign with the story, please let me know. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.